What did I say after game 2? As excited as I was, having been there, witnessed everything, enjoyed every bit of it, job wasn't done. You still needed to win one more. And I said it going into play today, that you wanted to win this ball game, considering what your pitching lineup looks like tomorrow with Eric Lauer and whoever the hell else can go, going up against Cam Schlittler. Jays get out to a 6-1 lead. And I said it going into the series, that the Yankees offense, the best offense in baseball, it's going to be tough. I said the Jays would lose in 4 or 5. And you knew the Yankees offense wouldn't stay down forever. You just knew it wouldn't. But what did I also say yesterday? And if you listen to the Blue Jays Center podcast, first off, if you haven't, the link is down below. I mentioned twice in our kind of playoff preview and the podcast we did yesterday that you cannot beat yourself. You've got to force them to beat you. Now, do things go different? We'll never know. But in multiple instances today, the Blue Jays hurt themselves. What do I mean by that? Well, in the first inning, after Vladdy hits a 2-run shot, looks like you're in pretty good shape in the bottom half of the first inning. 2 out, you get the ground ball, you're in pretty good shape. Problem is, IKF commits an error at second base. It eventually leads to a Stanton RBI single, and look, they capitalize on your error. It's 2-1. You make that play. You get out of that scoreless. Who knows what happens? Because in the top half of the third inning, the Jays explode, get out to a 6-1 lead. But in the very next half inning, Bieber's just getting teed off on. Aaron Judge, RBI double. And then I think there was a guy at second. Who was it? Was it Bellinger at second base? I can't remember who it was. Oh, it must have been. Guy at second with less than 2 out. And bouncing ball in front of Alejandro Kirk. He tries to backhand pick it. Doesn't. Gets by him. Now there's a guy at third. That might have been Aaron Judge, actually, because I think he got thrown out at the plate. Or was that him? I don't know. But bottom line, they end up getting a sacrifice fly out of it all. Because let's put in perspective here. Actually, let me figure out when that happened, actually, on the pass ball. In that bottom half of the third inning. Will it tell me? Single to center field, Judge went to third, so that must have been corners. And then Judge got, no, it must not have been. Okay, I don't know. It must have been Judge at third base. Who cares? Bottom line, that run crosses the score. And then it makes it 6-3. You end up getting out of the inning and it's 6-3 and fine, but you're giving them extra 90 feet. In the first inning, you gave them a base runner, which eventually came around to score, or at least one run came around to score. And in the bottom half of the fourth inning, with Mason Fluharty on the mound, he gets Volpe to strike out. And we're like, all right, a good start to the inning. Now you got the lefty Austin Wells, who looked like he had nothing going in the AB, ends up getting it back to a full count pitch, pops it up, and we're like, good, looks like we got 2 out. Addison Barger can't make the play. He goes out into shallow left field, calls off Davis Schneider, and then the last second realizes, oh crap, and he drops it. Davis probably should have called him off and taken that ball. But that ball drops, and you just knew. You just knew. You are gifting them opportunities. You're gifting them base runners. Now you know Judge is going to get an at-bat in the inning. And if you're Mason Fluharty, you think you got 2 out and nobody on, you're in good shape. But now you've got to dial back in and have a guy, was he in scoring position? Yeah, he was in scoring position. You got to second base in the play. He ends up walking Trent Grisham to put 2 on. They go to the bullpen for Louis Varland to face Aaron Judge. Throws him 3 fastballs. Third one, off the foul pole, a 3-run shot. You just saw it coming. You keep gifting the best offense in baseball, either extra base runners or extra opportunities. They will eventually kill you. And they did today. It's embarrassing. Because honestly, this series, I'm not saying it looks as good as dead right now because look, tomorrow baseball's weird. Who knows what happens tomorrow? I mean, it doesn't look great, but who knows? And then the home game, like you have Gosman, you have, what's his face? You Savage that would be available for that game. Obviously, be back here, so vibes, I guess. I don't know. And then, obviously the bullpen continue. I think, was it Louis Varland allows the homer to, who was it? Jazz Chisholm. And then the inning continues to unravel with Wells getting an RBI single, Santander, whatever. Rosario scores, and then in the sac fly in the bottom of the sixth inning, Ben Rice does, and Aaron Judge crosses the plate to score. Look, the Jays had 2 errors. You give a team like this extra opportunities, they're going to kill you. And they did. Would love to see George Springer not be a liability in this series, though. He had the solo homer in game 2, I think it was. And he's 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts today. Vladdy continues to do his thing, right? 2 for 3, drove in 2, scored 2. Good for him. Ernie Clement, 4 for 4 with an RBI. Good for him. In the end, it's the plays you didn't make in the field. And the inability for Shane Bieber. And I've seen social media now, and I've seen people just ripping John Schneider. And I'm sorry. Why? Why? Everyone's going to play revisionist history and be like, whoa, this is what ended up happening. Did you watch Shane Bieber start? Did you watch the location of his pitches? Went 2 2/3, allowed 5 hits and 3 runs. You were up 6-3 when he left the ball game. You should have been okay. But you weren't. Fluharty, Varland, Fisher, Little, all allow runs. Yariel was good. Nance got out of a bases loaded 2-out situation there in the bottom half of the 8th inning. But in the end, that's it. And it's sad. You had this game. You were up 6-1 with a chance to bury them in their ballpark. Instead, they score 8 unanswered runs, and you lose 9-6. And as I mentioned, tomorrow you're facing Cam Schlittler, who, yes, dominated the Red Sox in his previous outing. I'm not worried about the offense. I mean, look, Cam Schlittler could dice up the Blue Jays tomorrow, and hey, who knows what's going to happen, right? I'm more worried about what the hell we're going to put on the mound. You played your bullpen today like you needed to win this game. And rightfully so. You were up 6-3 in this game. Hell, at one point you're up 6-1. You got to play desperate. I didn't mind the Bieber pull. I actually called for it. I'm like, he doesn't have it. He's getting pieced up everywhere. It's not good. And it didn't work either way. Schlittler versus probably a good bit of Eric Lauer. That's all I got for you. Yankee fans, enjoy it, man. Great ball game for you guys. Big win. Obviously saved the season. Jays fans, I don't know. You had 2 chances to win 1 game. I'll leave it at that. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and not the game because, no thanks. Hit the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from the game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you've been done so already. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All 3 freaking teams. Raptors play at 10 o'clock again, for God's sakes. Sacramento in Sacramento. Leafs play their season opener at 7 o'clock against the Montreal Canadiens at Scotiabank Arena. And the Jays play Game 4 of the ALDS against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Cam Schlittler versus who the hell knows. Eric Lauer and then a bunch of dudes. That's That's all I got. That's tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this game. We'll talk to you guys then.